Hey guys, John here from Bring the SEO. Today I'm going to share with you something that you must be mindful of when you're pitching your services to a new prospect. If you make this mistake, I can almost guarantee you that you'll not only delay the process, but potentially lose the client. What mistake is that? Giving the prospect work to do. Now, let's say, for example's sake, that someone has expressed interest in working with you. They've approached you, they've either called or emailed, sent you a message via social media, whatever that initial engagement might be, and then you jump on a call, you start the conversation. In and amongst that conversation, you ask a bunch of questions, and maybe somewhere along or as part of that conversation, you'll offer to send them something or they'll ask for something. Now, if you do this, you're essentially giving the prospect work to do. People don't like to have to think or do anything. They're calling you for help. You need to make the process as easy and as simple as possible so that they can just sign up and start working with you. Now, having said that, here are the four main ones. I've scribbled them down in my notes here. These are the four main mistakes that I see a lot of SEO consultants making that oftentimes ends with them losing out on the project. The first one is competitors' data. Now, it can be really easy to think, okay, I'm going to send this prospect their main competitors' data because I know that's great emotional leverage. They'll be able to see all of their competitors' traffic, what keywords they're potentially ranking for. They'll be able to see everything. All of the charts and graphs, maybe you'll pull something down from Ahrefs or SEMrush and send that to them. Now, a lot of the times SEO consultants are doing this because they see it as a really powerful incentive. Hey, if I can capture their attention with this, they're going to look at that and become really motivated to want to work with me. And that's usually true, but the problem is, like I said, you've just given the prospect something to do, and that's going to slow down the entire sales and onboarding process. Okay, the next one is keyword lists. This is where you might be having a conversation with a client and they'll say, yeah, this sounds really interesting. Could you maybe send me a full list of all of the keywords you think we could rank for in Google? And you say, yeah, sure, no worries. I'll get that together and I'll send it over to you. And then you spend time mucking around in SEMrush or Ahrefs and you pull down a Google sheet with 50,000 keywords in it and you email that over to the prospect. And a week goes by, and then 2 weeks, and then a month. You're thinking, well, hang on a minute, what happened here? They're asking. And you find yourself in this never-ending follow-up cycle. And again, it's because you've given the prospect work to do. Haven't had time to get to it. I'll get to it later. You're just slowing down and delaying the sales and onboarding process. The next one, big, long questionnaires. Okay, Bob, yeah, that sounds great. What we'll do before we go any further is I'll send you this questionnaire. You'll need to fill that out and get it back to us. And then once we've got that back, then I'll give you a call. We'll be in touch. Guess what? It never gets done because the prospect brings it up on screen. Jesus, there's like 35 questions here. I don't have time for this. I'm trying to run my business and manage staff and I'll do it later. And again, this is where you find yourself in a situation where you don't hear back from the prospect because you've given them something to do. Now, the last one, and this is one that I've spoken about a million times over, sending proposals. If you're still sending proposals, PDF proposals, stop doing that right away for the same reason. Hey, I sent you that proposal. Have you had a chance to read over it yet? Oh, sorry, John, I've been really busy. I'll get to it soon. And guess what? It goes by. 2 weeks go by. And they never get back to you. And you find yourself, and this is the same problem with all four of these points, right? You find yourself in this never-ending follow-up cycle. Have you had a chance to look at it yet? Do you have any questions? Do you want to book the next call? So rule number one, don't give prospects work to do. Get them on a call as part of your sales and onboarding process. Make it as simple and as easy as possible. Get them on a call, ask them a few questions, qualify. If they qualify, then book them in for a sales presentation and take them through all of that information that they need to know in order to get to yes quickly. Okay, that's it from me. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Hey, if you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to learn more, head over to bringtheseo.com. We provide business development training for SEO consultants wanting to improve their processes, increase profits, and scale to $100,000 a month or more without all the stress and overwhelm.